Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Shenanigans Podcast. I'm Matt.
And I'm Simon.
How are we doing today, Simon?
Things are pretty good. The weather has turned. It is effectively the end of the summer in the UK here. It has been like we had a bonfire earlier today, and it was even raining then, but we were like, nah, let's keep doing it. But other than that, it's things have been good. I'm getting to the end of my dissertation, which I'm very happy about, so I can finally hand that in, and it will stop haunting my dreams.
I'm golf clapping for you.
And obviously it's been a good week or so for gaming, but how are you?
I'm good. Just talking about the weather, I saw something on Instagram and it was like weather in London, January, pretty much all the months cold, summer, missing the heat, cold.
Yeah.
Made me think of you. No, it's good. Right you are. It has been a wonderful game for weeks. Gamecom just happened. I don't know if it's still going on.
It is going on until tomorrow, I think.
It started on the 27th.
It did.
I know we started talking about Skywalker Saga, Lego Star Wars. The Skywalker Saga is coming out spring 2021, which is going to encompass everything from Episode 1 to the Rise of
9.
Skywalker, which is going to be amazing because I loved Lego Star Wars games and I loved when they started coming out with the complete saga that encompassed all the Clone Wars. It encompassed more and more. I do like the quirky game. It is a quirky game. It's Lego Star Wars. It's pretty fun. I don't like that they talk now. I've seen some trailers.
The characters talk now? Oh no, yeah. You're right. Sorry. Yes, I did see a little bit of that in the trailers because Han told Chewie to punch it and he punched C-3PO instead. Yeah, I know what you mean because obviously before it was all facial expressions and gestures.
Like, huh? Yeah, exactly. Like kind of like little like tidbits of voice noise.
I'm hoping at least that they'll do sort of that. This is just the start, and they're sort of doing a mixture of the two, and I hope that they keep doing that because, yes, as cool and as interesting as it is to have the voices for everything, it's twofold because one, you have that years of experience of people not talking and it just being the facial expressions and gestures, and two, if you have people talking, you expect it to be the actors themselves.
Yeah. Because I remember like the iconic scene where Vader tells Luke he's his father, and they take out like a picture. And it's like pointy, talky.
They have to do everything as though the people that are in it are like deaf, and that's nothing. That's obviously nothing against the deaf community, but it's a visualization of it.
It makes it a little bit. I feel like it makes it a little bit funnier. It's kind of like, shit,
of course,
what's going on?
It's there for comedic value, and I think that's fantastic. And they've managed, throughout that series, they've managed to effectively portray the entire series, the film series, obviously up until this new version, purely through iconic scenes from the films, gestures and facial expressions, and as you say, through like sort of somewhat adolescent actions and things like that, which just makes it a lot funnier because that's what it is. It's not meant to be all that serious. It's Lego, and it's the Lego portrayal of a video game, so it's meant to be funny. So I think that's absolutely brilliant. I'm definitely gonna get it.
No, I'm definitely gonna get it. Another Star Wars games, and I haven't been really keeping up with Gamescom. I need to. Star Wars Squadron is supposed to come out in October.
I thought it was technically already out.
No, I think it's October. And let me go look at the Steam store quickly.
Because I thought it was already out. I don't know.
No, October 2nd, 2020.
Oh, it could have been. Oh, I think I know why. This is because, and this is one thing that got me about Gamescom, and it's one thing which I didn't really like, and I've never really have liked, is that at Gamescom and at a lot of these shows, they obviously they give prizes and they give awards to games, but I'm pretty sure all of the games that they gave awards to at Gamescom this year, none of them were released yet. I mean, one of them was Cyberpunk 2077. Which obviously hasn't been released yet, but for me it's been the most anticipated one. It's one that I'm really looking forward to. But again, it's like I'm guessing these releases, these awards are based upon sort of beta releases, beta gameplay, testers and all that kind of stuff. It's like, but hang on, it's a bit unfair for you to assign awards to these things without releasing it to the general public.
Yeah.
Because that's the majority of your input.
I would agree with that.
I don't know, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just happy that they've got a lot of stuff at Gamescom this year, and after as I told you the other night, after watching a couple of hours in anticipation of something else, which didn't show up as I thought it would, stupidly. I got to see a load of other really interesting games, some indie games, one game which has just stuck with me. It's not one that I would play, but it's one that I saw, and it was basically like you're a giant. It's like Giants Uprising or something, and you're this giant, and you get dropped into a town, and you just smash things. You just smash the crap out of stuff. That's literally the game.
There's same thing. There's this game called Dark Pictures: Little Hope, which is
the Dark Pictures anthology. Oh god, I want that so bad. Like, it's one of those ones that it's the same with me in horror films. I'm terrible at horror films. I'm the biggest bitch with horror films.
I am too. But I love because I think they did.
They've done what they did. Man of Medan, or Mad of Medan, however you pronounce it. It's the
developer. I'm pretty sure the developer did Until Dawn as well.
Yes, they did.
Yes. So
I know that they did that one, but the Dark Pictures anthology I already know is a series of about 5 games, I think, and this is the second. So
exactly.
Mad of Medan or Mad
Until Dawn was kind of their first one, which I played.
Their first foray into it, yeah.
Exactly. I played Man of Medan, and I like it because you can, when you're setting it up, you can be like, how many people are playing? Okay, choose your character.
And every ending is different. Like, there are so many different ways that it can go.
Exactly. In your character, if you have 5 people and there's 5 characters, your character, and you make the choices for their character, your character choices, my character choices could affect your character choices, and it's so in depth. I love it.
Exactly. It's one of those ones that, like with Alien Isolation, I think it's one that I'd be happy to watch, but I don't think I could play. Like, I told you this months ago. I got Alien Isolation cheap on the Steam sale, so I got it for about £2.50. I haven't played it because I'm an absolute pussy, but
no, I don't.
But I've got it just in case I ever want to do so. But there was talking along that same line. And we'll go into this in more depth later, I'm sure. But speaking of sort of horror stuff, the one thing we are absolutely, without fail, we are going to do is Call of Duty Zombies, because it is coming out. There's going to be a new version. It's in Cold War, and there's zombies. And it wasn't shown in the trailer, and I was absolutely hanging on for it. I was sitting there going like, I was expecting at the end like trailer for zombies, but I saw it mentioned in an article from not EA, whoever it is that's doing it, Activision or whoever, basically saying like multiplayer and zombies mode, and I was like, yes, because it's Black Ops, it's got to have zombies because that's where it started.
Well, that's not where it started.
No, sorry, no, it started in
Nazi zombie.
It started in World at War, COD 5, which was after the original Modern Warfare. Yeah, sorry. But that was where it kind of got big, was in Black Ops.
Black Ops, which I still, don't get me wrong, I still love, because some of the Black Ops maps, and maybe it was Ghost maps, or Advanced Warfare. I forget which one. Some of the maps just get too intricate, and I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, some of them do.
Like I love the original Nazi zombie maps.
Yeah. Oh, Kina der Toten, the Cinema of the Dead. Yeah, that was always a good one.
In some of the original characters, Dempsey, that doctor.
And for me, being a German graduate, just having shit, screamed at me in German, even though they're zombies, is quite funny. But one of the things that really got me, and this will probably be the segue into talking about Call of Duty Cold War, was that I studied German at university as an undergrad. But my dissertation and my real fascination with Germany was during the Cold War. The Cold War is one of my favourite pieces of history. And there are missions in East Germany. There are missions in East Berlin in Cold War, and I'm like, yes, I will play this game solely for that. I don't care about the rest of it. Like,
so I liked
just to do that.
I loved No, and I 100% agree with you. I loved Black Ops because it was, you did do not historically accurate stuff, historically related though.
Historically
like
vague sort of stuff, like Bay of Pigs, stuff. Castro, all stuff that we know.
Exactly. It's not like it's, and I have two trains of thoughts. I love Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Yeah. Because it's a great story. There's nothing absurd about it.
Yeah, it's not unrealistic.
It's not like Advanced Warfare or Ghosts
or Infinite Warfare
or something, or Black Ops 2.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
Not Black Ops.
It's not taking it. You're right. Black Ops 2. It's not taking it into the realms of fantasy.
Exactly. They're taking, like you said, they're taking historically vague things and inputting them into, like in Black Ops, you went to Vietnam, and it was.
They're more sort of taking historical events and doing more of a sort of what if, and
that's why I loved Call of Duty, World War II, Call of Duty World at War, because it was really historical. Both of those, more or less.
I mean,
it's historical stuff, and it's not like I'm jumping around shooting lasers, and I'm like, this isn't Call of Duty. No. What's going on?
I mean, I played Infinite Warfare, and I liked it because it's space, and obviously we love space stuff, and I thought, plus it had Kit Harington in it playing the bad guy, which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, it was a bit shit, but parts of it were cool. At any rate, like, one thing I wanted to mention was that, when this was being sort of leaked and being released, I actually saw the first leak from my brother, who apparently it was in Modern Warfare. The first leak was, and the reveal of it was in Warzone. But he sent it to me, and he's done a couple of Twitter posts on it, because him being 6 years older than me was big into sort of the original Call of Duty, the original World War II games, which is fine. He played Medal of Honor, he played all those sort of stuff, and he was sort of saying that, like, that Call of Duty is kind of, they're going back to stuff that they've already done, which it is kind of true. They haven't really done Cold War. They've done like Vietnam and the 60s. They've done like the 60s and 70s, but they haven't really done Cold War, because Cold War is 60s through to effectively 90s, and they haven't done any of that realistically. So there will be elements of it, recurring characters, all that kind of stuff, but in my opinion, it's not really rehashing something that they've already done. There will of course be elements, which will come back, like characters and all that kind of stuff, like Mason, Woods, but you're not realistically playing as them. You're playing as a new character, right? So far as I know, which is somewhat better. And again, as a bit of a history, I mean, he has a degree in history, but as a history nerd in my own right, particularly with German history, I'm going to play it, and that's not just because I like Call of Duty games, because some of them I didn't play Black Ops 3 because I thought that was just ridiculous, but it very much depends. I will play this one because it's not only is it new and it's 2020 and it's kind of new technology and stuff like that, but it's history for me.
It's history.
Sorry, I'll let you chat now.
No, it's fine, brother. It's fine. I saw Ronald Reagan, and I was like, yeah, I'm playing this game.
See, again, for you, obviously, there's a lot more relevance to it than there is for me being an American.
Exactly. So, and I saw him, and it sounded like his actual voice, which was really interesting. So I wonder if they took sound bites.
It could be, and there could just be people who are just unbelievably good at doing the impression. Yeah.
So I do have a lot more. Not being American, I have a lot more invested, but it's just there. It's which is really interesting to me. How games we'll take Call of Duty World War II for example. I want to look at the statistics and see how many people that are not American that bought that game. And I know people don't play it for the story.
The original Call of Duty 2?
No, the new one, the World War II one.
Oh, that one. Oh God, no. Sorry, I was thinking about the original Call of Duty 2 was the one that my brother played.
Well, I've played all of them: Call of Duty 1, 2, 3, 4.
I haven't. I think the first one that I actually played was Call of Duty 3.
Okay. Yeah. I just want to know the statistics. Like, it's like 1, 2, 3. You did. I forget which one it was. I forget if it was 3 or 2, where you kept switching between the different Canadians, Russian.
I think that was 2. Because I think my brother used to tell me that you'd switch between the Americans, the Brits, the Canadians, and the Russians, and they did that effectively. They've continued that, yeah. I remember them obviously doing it in Modern Warfare when you'd switch between sort of like the US Army Rangers and the SAS, and they've kind of done it through a couple of them, but it kind of depends on what they're going for.
Exactly. But some of them are so that's like Cold War 1. It's purely American history. So I guess it's just interesting to me that people, and I don't know what people's reasoning are to play these games, but
oh no, I mean, but as we know, the majority of the people that play Call of Duty nowadays are mostly sort of 14-year-old kids.
And they play the multiplayer. They don't they don't buy a game purely for the campaign.
Yeah. I
think when I bought
No, sorry, go ahead.
When I bought COD Modern Warfare, the newest one, I purely bought it for the campaign because Captain Price was back. I was
Same for me. I was like, okay, Brit people, yeah, SAS, it's
especially Captain Price,
counter-terrorism. I'm just like, yeah, smash it, let's do it.
Captain Price was such an iconic character for me in Call of Duty.
And he's been in Call of Duty since Call of Duty 2. He was an original. He was in the World War II one as Captain Price. He was a paratrooper captain.
Yeah.
He was a captain in the parachute regiment with that iconic mustache, but it was even more iconic than the one that you see in Modern Warfare because it didn't have the beard as well. It was literally just going from the chops around the nose and up, and it was fucking ridiculous.
What kind of name is Soap, anyways?
Yeah.
How did a Muppet like you pass selection?
I'm just looking at Black Ops. I'll just quickly go. So, campaign. The player character, codename Belle, can be customized with different skin tones, ethnic backgrounds, genders, and as well as different personality traits that provide in-game perks. Interesting. The campaign will have multiple endings dependent on player choice throughout the campaign. Multiplayer brings a Cold War arsenal of weapons and equipment into the next generation of multiplayer. Worldwide reveal is on September 9th. All downloadable content for Black Ops Cold War, both for multiplayer and zombies, will be completely free, which is interesting.
No, it's dude, it's gonna be very interesting. I do not I forget. It used to be Activision and Treyarch would switch off.
So the developers are Treyarch and Raven. The publisher is Activision, and it's using the Infinity Ward engine.
Sorry. That's what I was thinking of. Activision was always the
publisher,
but Treyarch and Infinity Ward would switch off usually. At least.
For this one, it's Treyarch and Raven.
Yeah, like so. Modern Warfare was Infinity Ward and Activision.
Yes, let me have a look at
Modern Warfare. Sorry, Modern Warfare was Infinity and Activision.
Modern Warfare was developer was Infinity Ward and it was published by Activision. But now it's being developed by Treyarch and Raven and it's being published by Activision.
Yeah, which.
So there may be some you'll be able to tell the differences between them.
Which is like I said, which is usually how it goes. Like Call of Duty, Infinity Ward seems like they do the Captain Price stuff, and they have like that kind of storyline that they're doing. And then
it could be sort of the switch between sort of the modern and then the more historical stuff.
Yeah. Who made World War II? World War II
do you mean,
was
what the most recent one?
Yeah, it was Raven and Sledgehammer.
Yeah, Sledgehammer isn't on there anymore. I don't think.
Did he made Advanced Warfare? I'm just going back to see who made.
I find it interesting that obviously, Cold War is based on Perseus, a Soviet spy it was an actual thing.
To be honest with you, I looked it up. Because I didn't really know much about it.
He was a Soviet spy who was believed to have breached the Manhattan Project.
Yep.
That makes kind of makes sense considering what you guys were trying to do. So, the fact that they would build a game on that makes a fair amount of sense to me. Which is why I think the fact that like Modern Warfare. The attacks that were in that were based on the 11/11 attacks that we had in the UK in London on the tube.
That was those weren't the bus attacks. 11/11
It was the tube attacks.
What was the bus called? The bus.
So it was the actually no, sorry, that's not. Fuck no. No, those aren't the ones that I'm thinking of. Where are they?
Oh, no. The 7/7 attacks was Islamic
That was it.
terrorist
7/7. Yeah.
On your public transport system. So there was one in the London Underground.
Yeah, there was one in the tube, one on a bus, and...
Yeah, Tavistock Square. Is that how you say that?
Yes, yeah, so it was... underground stations between Aldgate and Liverpool, Ross Square and King's Cross and Pancras, Edgware and Paddington, and then there was double-decker bus at Tavistock Square, that was in 2005, and then there was an attempted one in another one later on in 2005. So I'm guessing like all that's what they based that off, for the London ones especially. But anyway, moving swiftly on. Sea of Thieves is getting another update, which I only just found out about this. Why they are deciding to add dogs to a game
about it, though.
but when you're adding dogs to a game when you're on board ship, have you ever seen a dog in the back of a van? Like they're not good at standing up.
I'm really curious to see how it goes. Like
just imagine a dog on the deck of a ship. Like it would be a fucking shit show, quite literally.
Yeah.
I think they're more just pets, like the parrots. To be honest.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, no, man. It is what it is. I like how they're still adding content.
So am I. We play it from time to time.
I just get pissed off with it because people are fucking assholes on that game.
Well, the point of the game is to be a pirate and that effectively equals being an asshole.
True, pirates are fucking assholes. But sometimes I just want to like just go do a mission, and I'm like, stop fucking with me.
Well, that's what pirates do. It's, you know, people trade. Oh, excuse me. People trading. It's just like, I just want to trade, and then pirates are like, nah, I'm here to fuck up your day.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think that's it for Sea of Thieves, because I don't know, it was there. I thought it was really interesting because they're still bringing stuff to the table.
It hasn't completely died. I mean, it is a fun. It's a fun game. And as you say, when conditions allow it, it can be a very relaxing game because it's got beautiful graphics. The gameplay is simple.
Exactly.
And it's fun. You know,
exactly.
it's not a very difficult game.
Yeah. No. Did you see Medal of Honor Above and Beyond trailer?
I didn't know it was called that. I watched this at Gamescom because I saw them do. They were like, oh yeah, this hasn't come out. You know, new Medal of Honor hasn't come out for years, and I was like, oh my god, yeah, cool, new Medal of Honor.
I think that.
And then
was...
they showed the fucking trailer. I'm like, why did you have to go and make this VR? Like, it's easy for me to say you have VR, so you can actually take part in this, but you know,
the last Medal of Honor that came out was Medal of Honor Warfighter.
Exactly, that was years ago.
That was 2012.
And to go 8 years ago, and they go straight to VR. Like, come on, VR isn't a platform that has built enough of a following for everybody to have one. It's not. No. It's not as, you know, it's not like console or PC. It's not. It's not there because these things are they're more expensive than consoles.
They are. I do kind of like how they.
I won't lie, it's cool. Like,
I
the
do
trailer
like how they brought
looked
it back
amazing.
to World War II.
Oh god, yeah. The trailer looks amazing because you're playing as a member of the SOE, the Special Operations Executive, or the whatever the American version was. I can't remember it. Basically the same thing, like the precursor to the CIA and MI6.
It was fucking OSS.
OSS, yeah, OSS and the SOE. Those, yeah, you play as that, effectively, as an agent in that. So lots of infiltrating, and it looks really cool. Believe me, it's one of those. It's, you know, I get it. They're developing more of a campaign and gameplay driven VR game, because a lot of the only one that has that thus far is Half-Life Alyx. No other VR games have actual plots, really. They're more sandbox based. So, you know, full props to them. They're doing it. They've got detached arms, which I saw in the trailer, which broke it a little bit. Not as cool as Half-Life Alyx, but it kind of depends on what. I think there's a lot more movement, and there's a lot more volatile movement in Medal of Honor. So you got to get used to that. Again, for me, it doesn't really apply. I don't have VR, and I'm not going to have VR probably for at least another 10 years. Because one, I can't afford it, and two, I've got nowhere to fucking put it. But would you get it?
I might get it. Yeah, depending on the movement system.
Yeah, because I remember you said you had a problem with Half-Life Alyx.
I get motion. Yeah, I have to do the teleportation with Half-Life Alyx. I can't move because I get motion sickness because my brain's fucking up.
I would imagine that because of the combat involved, that at least one of your sticks or controls or whatever, you would have fluid motion like you would in Call of Duty. Like, you can freely move a joystick to take cover and all that kind of stuff, as opposed to teleporting, because in a combat scenario, teleporting just isn't
defeats the purpose. Yeah,
it's not quick enough.
If it is a fluid motion thing, I might think about getting one of those motion sickness bracelets.
I would.
That's supposed to help.
Yeah, there are friends of mine who've used them on while sailing, and they said that they help. So it could help. Who knows?
Exactly. Well, we shall see. I don't know when it's supposed to come out. Hang on.
Spring. Oh no, sorry, no, that's Star Wars.
2020.
I think it was
planned for holiday 2020.
really that is quite quick. Although, to be fair, they, as you said, this has probably been in the works for quite a while. So
yeah, and Gamecom. It seems like Gamescom is the time to fucking release things.
Gamescom is the time to release stuff.
There's a fucking shit ton, especially in the COVID environment. We didn't have E3 this year.
Oh yeah, so many things have been cancelled.
I know we had like the Xbox showcase and the PS4 showcase.
Yeah. Console peasants.
Exactly. Another thing, a big thing, and I might get it. Ed, our friend Ed, has played it. Fall Guys Season 2.
I know, it's one of those ones. The problem that I saw with it, and
it's a big game right now.
Yeah, the problem that I saw with it is that apparently Season 2 is effectively becoming a battle royale in a sense.
Yeah.
And this is one thing I was posting it, like I was watching Gamescom with the Star Citizen Leaks community, so it was literally just a massive chat of people shitting on all the games, for want of a better word. And my god, the amount of battle royales that are coming out from, like, it could be just, these are coming from small developers, and some indie developers as well, like some small studios. But my god, we do not need any more fucking battle royales.
We don't.
Like nobody cares that much. Fortnite should be left to die. And no other battle royale should be created ever again.
No.
Like,
I remember when it was just PUBG, which it was okay.
Yeah, because there was just one or two of them, but it's just become the norm, and it's like they're all the same.
Yes, they are.
They're the exact. There's no difference between them anymore.
The problem with battle royales I have, you're either good at them or you fucking suck at them. There's no in between.
Yeah.
Because if you suck at them, you're just getting killed immediately by the people that play them all the time. And if you're good at them, that's just...
You have no life.
I don't know what... Exactly, where's the fun in it?
Yeah, I know. It's just dumb. But I'm not saying Fall Guys Season 2 is going to be like that. Fall Guys Season 1 looked fun. It looked like... It was like that... what was that game that we played together, the co-op one?
Humans Fall Flat.
Human Fall Flat, that was it. It looks somewhat like that. It may be the same developer, I don't know. And it could be complete. It might not. It may be the furthest thing. Season 2 may be the furthest thing from a BR that I've ever seen in my entire life. However, from the trailer and from what they were saying, it's going to be a BR, and I'm like, I don't want to see another BR. I just don't care. It was the same. I saw the Hyperscape trailer after that. I'm like, I don't care. Nobody, like, I don't give. I'm sorry, but like, I don't give a flying fuck about Battle Royale. Nobody does. It should be left to die. Like, the only people that play Battle Royale seriously are fucking 12-year-olds. And that's because they just rage on the other side of the microphone because they haven't got enough time to play a game properly.
No, I 100% agree with you. It's a kind of shitty game series.
It is, and it's just kind of bringing it down, bringing the entire thing down a bit.
No, it definitely is. So going back to Gamescom, well, I guess we're always talking about Gamescom. Dude, there's from Dragon Age 4 is coming out, Fall Guys Season 2, Star Wars Squadrons, Little Nightmares 2,
Iron Harvest.
They're putting Star Wars, or Sims 4 is getting like a Star Wars pack.
I saw that and it looks so dumb.
Age of Empires Definitive Adventure, Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, which is going to upgrade the graphics of Age of Empires 3, which makes it look really good. Surgeon Simulator 2,
What else? Crusader
Crash
Kings
Bandicoot
3.
4.
Spellbreak looked kind of good. That was sort of a weird one. It was sort of, it's not a battle royale. It's more of just a smaller team-based free-for-all, but with magic. And it was sort of almost, it was like animated graphics, but it looked pretty cool. The trailer was like very anime. Like you could have just added Japanese. I hate to be that kind of guy, but you could have just added Japanese music over it, and it could have been an anime opening.
True.
But
True that.
it like I would look at it, from watching the trailer, I'll be like, yeah, that looks pretty cool. Ghost of Tsushima is getting a new game mode, which is co-op.
Okay. I'm sad that game's PS4 only.
I know, me too.
I would play Sydney Goodman. She's a reporter for IGN. She's been streaming it a lot on Twitch, and I've been very jealous. New Ratchet and Clank's coming out on PS5.
I saw there was the gameplay for that on Gamescom. It was like 20 minutes long, and I was like, the first 5 to 10 minutes was pretty cool, but they shouldn't have done it that long. Like there were some games that had about 5 seconds of gameplay, and then there was this that had about 20 minutes. It's like, this is just repetitive. I almost fell asleep watching it. I shit you not, because I was, I don't know how it works, dude. It was the same with like the new Destiny 2 DLC or gameplay reveal or whatever the hell that was. It's like, for God's sake, it's effectively a DLC. Does it need to have its own section at Gamescom? I don't think so.
I guess it's just a fucking huge ass DLC.
I don't know, dude.
No, I know. I totally get what you mean. Another game that came out that we weren't able to report on because it was last week and we were very busy last week. You were seeing your wonderful nephew. That it's a beautiful baby boy. That Simon is the bad uncle.
I am the best. I'm the only uncle. I am best uncle.
I hope you're the only uncle.
Actually, no, I'm not the only. Sorry, no, I'm not the only uncle, technically. But I am best uncle. Hey, I got that kid to fucking fall asleep on me, so, and he wouldn't go to sleep, so sorry. Go ahead.
Good job. I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am.
You'd be a great father to your chickens.
God.
The new Flight Simulator came out. So I'm very excited for it. I've heard it's pretty realistic.
Yep.
Pretty great. I'm ordering a stick. I have my stick, that Airbus edition stick I told you about. I put that on pre-order.
Oh wow, that was pretty extensive.
So I'm very excited. I love flight simulator games. So hopefully this is up to par. I don't really like how few planes there are. It's definitely not like, I remember Flight Simulator X was, you could just download like more skins and more planes and shit.
True. But I think I watched Jacksepticeye do a short playthrough of it because he was flying over his old house in Ireland. But like, even whilst in flight, once you've taken off, you can change everything. You can change the weather. You can change the density of the clouds. You can change so he went from flying in like a perfectly clear sky to flying in like a hurricane, effectively. Yeah. So I think one of the things that they're probably focusing on is more atmospherics. So like, like you say, smaller choice of vehicles. But greater control over not only where you go, considering you can fly absolutely anywhere in the world, but greater control over the conditions in which you fly, which is probably better.
And all the cockpits are very 3D now. Everything works.
Oh yeah.
It is pretty. It's gonna be good. I'm excited. But I think that's about it for this week. We shall be back for. I'll be back home next week. I'll be off training, and then I start another training. But I shall be back in my. I shall be back in my home domain next weekend. For us to record another episode for y'all that are listening. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.